Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late May 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Scorpio collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Shuffle it up here one time, see what we got for you in late May. My guides and spirit team, what's up with Scorpio? And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself, and at the very end I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. One of the favorites of the Scorpio collective. So let's see what's up here. Let's get this first card out. What do we got, my guides? Talk to me. Thank you. Okay, very dreamy. Very, very dreamy type of energy. Could be something related to sleep or your imagination running wild here. So I do like this card. There's a lot of little different notes of symbolism attached to it. Now, before we really dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But let's get into the reading. Enough of the promo. Have a look at this card, Scorpio gang. You see that person, they're in their jammies. They got a sleep cap on, surrounded by this beautiful etheric type of energy. There's nonsensical things happening. So we think of dreamland. There's literally dream catchers here. So maybe some of you are having issues sleeping. Maybe you're having some funky dreams. Maybe spirits trying to speak to you through the dream state. But to me, this card is all about mental activity of the unseen world, not the material, the etheric. So I always find this a very interesting card to take a look at, especially when it pops out. But for a large portion of you, if not you, maybe someone you're connected to is having issues connected to sleep, rest, relaxation. Maybe that's something you should stay on top of in this time. But super imaginative. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of Scorpios are really embracing their creativity more than usual when this card shows up out front. You might need to really let that out. But let's just put it there. We're going to get into tarot now. I always say this first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But let's get you 3 cards in the upright before I get the intuitive juiciness flowing. Let's shuffle it up one time. What's up with the Scorpio collective, please, my guides? What do you got for us here in late May? So last week's reading was pretty interesting, my friends. It was titled A Karmic Shakeup, right? And I think that's the first time I've ever used that title specifically. And it was all over the place. And I'll say this as well. I've been loving the past month because you guys all know I'm part of the Scorpio collective myself. And it's like readings we've been having have been good, better, best. It's been good after good after good. But last week's was totally different because it was all about karmic cycles of life. A lot of you could be experiencing a lot of different changes and shifts, moving into a brand new cycle. But let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So it could be speaking about you or someone you're connected to. But let's get these first 3 out. You know how these readings go. I don't have to tell you every time, but I do anyway. I know there's some new watchers sometimes. Okay, 4 of Cups here. So here's this mental action showing up once again, daydreaming. Okay, if that isn't you, that's someone you're connected to and you are on their mind. Okay, let's get 2 more. So that is almost identical. Like even the sitting poses are like that sleep card we just had. I find that so intriguing. Tarot always amazes me, my friends. Let's get 2 more, please. Cup energy, water energy, you know, something you were very comfortable in. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles. This could be good. Maybe some of you are thinking about happy thoughts, right? Keeping good things, positive things on your mind. That's not a bad thing. Very sturdy. We have water and earth showing up, so there is positivity to be had. Lots of manifesting. What are you manifesting? What are you trying to create here, my friends? Because we have the Magician on the back end. This is really intriguing how this is all working together. But I will add this. You also have a bonus that came out. The 5 of Wands, possible little conflicts and beefs. Maybe you're a little aggressive in this time, Scorpio. So let's talk about this. We're going to go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get that intuitive stuff rolling. Now, at first glance, when I look down, elementally, we're mixed up pretty well. We got water, we got earth. Usually when we combine that, that's an energy of blessings. So the good energy could still be holding over, but we also have this powerful magician, this energetic conduit, and we have been focusing heavily on the unseen world, and it's shown up twice in this spread already. In position number one, let's go through one by one. The Four of Cups. So you see this person, they're right up against the tree. It looks like they're taking a little snooze or thinking. Very active mind. Now, the one thing, this person is daydreaming, but they don't see that cup being offered from spirit. So in this time, you're going to want to make sure you don't get stuck in your mind too much. If this isn't you overthinking, or it could just be literally you being on someone's mind when this card shows up. But we think of the mental activity and one's mind state when we see this card. It's just important that we don't really let opportunities slide by. Now, the reason I feel like this is a huge shout out to manifesting, and the Scorpios should probably lean into this in this time, because Spirit could be saying like, listen, in this time, whatever Scorpio manifests and creates is very magnetic. They can make it happen, because this person could be visualizing this, visualizing these abundance and pentacles and all this power. It feels really good to me so far. Position number two, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Super abundant, very sturdy, well-grounded. To me, this card also has an energy of independence, being one's own boss or being in charge of their own ship and what direction it goes in. This is a beautiful energy, and it does speak of monetary abundance. So you see what I mean? Thinking about it, visualizing it, creating it, putting energy into it. There's a lot of manifesting here. It's important to meet the spirit halfway, but blessings. This card, this Nine of Pentacles, is a card of blessings. So we're really going to want to see what's up. We're still getting these karmic energies as well, holding over, but I'm liking this. Now, all cards have a positive and negative. This is someone who's thinking too much and they're not going into action. This could be someone that is too stubborn and set in their ways. But now we move over to the Magician. Energetic conduit. Someone that is very powerful with energy work. This is the biggest card of manifestation in the whole entire deck. What you create, what you visualize, you can bring forth to yourself. Some of you could have extra interest in rituals of different kind, various different spiritualities. In the positive, this is a beautiful, abundant type of card. In the reverse, in the negative, this could represent someone that's a little too controlling, someone who could be a micromanager, somebody who wants to control every single outcome. And it could also represent somebody that might be interested in dark spiritualism or spirituality. So watch out for things like that when this Magician shows up. But I still feel like it's positive. I still feel like it's good. Now, as we move to the very back end, Scorpio, we have the Five of Wands. I don't really have to explain too much about this card because it's literally five people beating the crap out of each other with sticks. It's conflict. So whether it's internal conflict, back and forth, could be temperamental type of energy as well. It is another little footnote here. So just know in this time you might be a little more confrontational, or your temper might flare up with this. So I really want to dive deeper on all this action, Scorpio. Let's jump in and clarify. We're going to get one more good shuffle here. So what do we got for Scorpio, please, my gods? Very magnetic energy, my friends. I will say that. What do we got for Scorpio? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Four of Cups. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Scorpio, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Four of Cups time. What's it doing here? Thank you. Okay, Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is a little airy. Okay, now the Queen of Swords in reverse, this could represent an air sign that you're connected to. You might not have the best opinion of this individual, but when I see the Queen of Swords in reverse, this could be somebody who is really in la la land, okay? Because this is a mental energy as well, but it's a little more logical. So I wouldn't let your mind run too far away from you in this time. This feels like fantasy land, okay? Right here up in the front. Nothing wrong with that, right? We all indulge in fantasy land from time to time, but this could be a warning about one's own mind state and not letting certain fantasies run too far away with you. If this is a person that you're connected to, they could be just living out different scenarios in their head and just all sorts of different stuff. And it's just like a mind that's running away like a train, okay? Literally, that's a vibe I'm picking up here. The Queen of Swords can be stern, serious, but in reverse, this is a lack of authority in some sort of way. So in this time, It's always important to, like, yes, you could visualize, think, imagine, but stay grounded in some sense of reality. Don't let your mind drag you too far into the depths. So let's go. Let's keep moving. Because as a Scorpio myself, I know that we can really dive into the depths of ourselves and a lot of other things. And sometimes you can get lost there. Spirit's asking you not to. So let's go in on that Nine of Pentacles. Let's see what's up with the Nine of Pentacles. Now, I personally believe, like, we're capable of anything. But if you're always in the mind, like if you're not putting things into action, then that could be an issue. But I'm still feeling this manifestation of something or someone coming at you fast. And here it is. We have the Eight of Wands in the upright underneath this Nine of Pentacles. This could be some amazing blessing coming your way, coming in hot. Fire-air combination on the bottom. This is absolutely beautiful. The Eight of Wands is a conversation piece of some sort. So when we see it under this Nine of Pentacles, it's like you're about to get some really good news or some really exciting news or whatever these blessings, whatever you're manifesting. Hey, maybe it's not a fantasy. Maybe it's not too far outside the realm of possibility, because it could literally come your way. There's this magnetic energy of someone or something coming at you fast and coming to you fast. That's a huge vibe I'm picking up here. Okay? Delivering of that good news. And I'm seeing, once again, various different blessings, various different wins and victories. This is beautiful. So this is kind of like the energy we've been seeing. And I will say this, Scorpio, just know that your powers of creation, I know I was talking all this about not getting too far into fantasy. That's all well and good. But just know your powers of creation extra heightened. Okay, even if you're a cross watcher watching this for Scorpio, maybe Spirit's giving you the green light. Like, hey, if you want to change your situation with your Scorpio, like, there's a lot of magnetic energy here, but use it for positive. Let's move over to the Magician. Then we'll do a recap before we get into the Shadow card. But very good. Positive. Blessings, wins, victories. Love it. Coming at you quick, coming at you fast. Thank you. Karmic energy here. We have justice in the upright underneath this Magician, this universal energy. And I've been saying it before any real karmic cards popped out, that the karmic energy is still holding strong. This powerful universal source energy is showing up here. Now, for a portion of you, this could represent a Libra you're connected to. Lady Justice, yeah, she could represent contracts, legal situations, stuff like that. Biggest karmic card, last week's reading, once again, big karmic shakeup. A lot of you could really put your energy to make sure this karmic shift is towards the positive, towards the blessings. This feels very good. So just know, once again, there's this extremely powerful karmic energy around the Scorpio collective, that you have a hand in creating your future. You have a hand in creating the trajectory you go down. Don't ever feel like you don't have some semblance of control. It's all about meeting the universe halfway. Beautiful energy up and down, Scorpio. I absolutely love it, especially ending off with powerful Lady Justice. Just stay on the right side of karma. Like I said, if you use your powers for good, use your creative powers for good, my friends, to help others and to help yourself at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that. So let's go through and do a quick little recap. Then we'll get into the Shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, intriguing reading this week, Scorpio. And I did say kind of read like a storybook about your manifestation and creation power. Now, I personally believe manifesting isn't just thinking about something until it pops up. You need to take action as well. But in position number one, the Four of Cups, Queen of Swords in reverse. Maybe you're having issues with an air sign. Maybe you have a rough opinion of an air sign. But when we see this, the main thing I was feeling is like not to get too far into fantasy. Don't drift too much into your mind. Know when you need to come out of that space and into the material, okay? We're all inner explorers around here. Moving to the center, we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands, and this felt so beautiful to me. This felt like blessings, abundance, wins, victories, good news, exciting news coming in. All those buzzwords, and you can bring them forth because energy is very magnetic in this time for the Scorpios. That's just how I'm feeling, right? You could bring a lot of things your way. Just keep focused and meet the universe halfway. But this is coming in. Something or someone is coming at you quick. On the very back end, we have the Magician with Lady Justice, this beautiful, powerful karmic source energy showing up here. Just reiterating all the stuff we saw about these massive wins, victories, and blessings. We all know life has positives and negatives, and sometimes we could dwell on the negatives when we're in the storm. But if you could really focus in on the positives and help those around you and help yourself, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Please take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you one shadow card. Very different than how I thought this reading was going to be, Scorpio. That's for real. But let's shuffle it up one time. I love it, though. Feels nice. Exciting. So let's see what's in the shadows for you. I know a lot of Scorpios have been waiting for the shadow card. Whether it's something within yourself or something you don't quite see. I think it's a nice introspective way to end off every reading. So what's in the shadows for Scorpio? Please and thank you. All right, the deck's being specific. There we go. All right, the Knight of Pentacles, that's the slow poke there. So the Knight of Pentacles could tell me when it's in its shadow side is several things. This could be issues you may be having with an earth sign. The Knight of Pentacles is extremely slow. You see that picture there. He's on the back of a snail that's barely moving. Some of you might be waiting on something or feel like something's dragging on and on and on, and it's taking forever. Regardless of those good things I just saw in the energy, you might be playing some sort of waiting game. This could also be Spirit pointing out some stubbornness within you. Okay, so just keep that in mind. There might be something about yourself that you are hesitant to change, or something that you're very inflexible about. So Spirit might be asking you to turn this Knight of Pentacles upside down a little bit and put forth a little more effort or be a little more flexible. But for some of you, it might just be a patience game with something as well. So Scorpio, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. For the May subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 boxes of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. This is an awesome deck. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one spoke to you the most. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, I will announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.